Come with me to make this top for my client's birthday. This top will be matching the bottom that I made in part 1. I started out with some wire that I got from Amazon, along with some pliers. My client provided me with a bra her size. I used the bra to shape the wire into place. This did take a very long time because I kept going back and forth using the bra to shape the wire. Once I was finished, this is what it looked like. I then cut another piece of wire, and the piece of wire that I cut will be covering her breast. It also took me a while to get this into shape as well. I'm slightly a perfectionist, so I had to keep going back and forth. But once I was finished, this is what it looked like. I needed to make it more sturdy, so I used a bunch of padding from old swimsuits. I'm so glad that I held onto these because I knew that they were going to come in handy one day. I measured out the padding to fit the shape of the wire. I did make a mistake by cutting this beforehand because I ended up cutting it too small. This was my first time making this, so now I know for the next time. But thankfully the padding still fit for the most part. And I didn't realize that I bought the wrong size hot glue stick, so I had to end up using my torch to melt the glue. Honestly, I was just so determined to get this done. But once I secured the padding, I had to end up going to the store to go exchange the wrong glue sticks for the right ones. I had to just come back the next day because it had gotten way too late. Right here, I started to wrap the fabric around the wire, and at first I didn't know why people were doing this in their videos until I thought about it. In a plain wire rubbing up against your skin all day, it would just be so uncomfortable. So I ended up wrapping it a couple of times just to make sure that my client would be comfortable. Right here, I had to cover the front of the padding, and as I was starting to see this come together, I was getting more and more excited. Even though I had never done this before, I knew that it was going to be simple. Just by watching the YouTube videos alone, it was kind of self-explanatory. Once I was finished wrapping the first side, I realized that I had to cut the excess fabric off of the back, along with adding some extra glue for security. Here are both sides wrapped. I got these rhinestones from Amazon. This was the part of the project that I was excited the most for, just because I had already had an idea on what I wanted the design to look like. I heard in a YouTube tutorial that there was no right or wrong way to place the rhinestones, so I really did just freestyle, and I was very satisfied with how this ended up coming out. I really want to make an in-depth YouTube tutorial. Honestly, it'll only take one person to ask. I may end up making it even if nobody asks. And this is how the bralette came out. I'm so proud of it. This is how it looks together. Let me know what y'all think.